Mike and Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing Hybrid by Lucky's. Let's go and dive in, break these bags down. As always, start with materials. Slow side, this is a hybrid material. It's actually the same hybrid material that Lucky's uses on the Remix bag I reviewed not too long ago. Very similar to the slow side of the Brotherhood Guardian, the True Cornhole Trimmer, the Titan Dart, the Southwest LTD. There's quite a few bags that use this material. I've mentioned it before, it's become one of my favorite hybrid materials out there. It's a 5-speed. It's very hole friendly, yet you still have control with this. You can kind of get up there, run bags when you want to, but you can still play a dirty style round when you need to on there. It's great for shot shaping. It plays great in all weather conditions. That's one of the beauties of hybrid materials, and this is definitely one of those where it's fairly consistent across all board conditions. So humidity, if you deal with humidity, this bag still plays pretty well through that. If you play in those long tournaments where conditions change or you switch from boards to board and the board conditions kind of change, this bag stays fairly true to that 5-speed no matter what the conditions are out there. So 5-spin slow side of these hybrids. Fast side, this is the same fast side material you find on the fast side of the Surefire or the Game Changer. It's a 8.5 speed. It's fast, still has some control to it. It's great for kind of pushing those blockers, cleaning up messes, blowing up piles. So we're looking at about a 5, 8, 8.5 speed on these hybrids here. Template wise, medium template bag, medium amount of fill. So you have flop, but it is not overly floppy. It is not overly full. It's kind of right that sweet spot of bags. I think a lot of players are going to like the way the bags feel. The fill in this bag is I think it's 100% flat disc fill in here, so it gives the bag a very fluid hand feel. You know, if hand feel is important to you, these two materials soften up really nice once they're broken in. You've got that flat disc in here, which just gives the bag a phenomenal hand feel to it. There's enough fill that with my butterfly grip, if you do a butterfly grip, you can grab the bag, you can lock the bag down. There's no movement here, which means you have complete control when you throw the bag, so you can manipulate the orientation of the bag, the way it comes out of your hand. The bag's very forgiving. That's one of the advantages of having the disc fill is the forgiveness. The bag has very little bounce or movement to it. So when it lands softly, slides up the board, which means if you don't throw flat, if you have a problem with getting that bag perfectly flat, this is a bag that's going to be more forgiving on landing, not going to kick or punish you as much as a bouncier, more active fill would to you. So you can get away with not throwing flat and still having success. These hybrids here, you also have enough flop here that the bag does a really good job up around the hole. That corner will dip in, grab the hole, and pull that bag back in. I talk about that a lot, about that rectangular box landing zone that you need to land your bag in. The floppier the bag, the larger the box. The fuller the bag, the smaller that box. This is kind of a little bit bigger than normal. It's got enough flop here. That corner dips in nicely. I had no problem with these bags skipping over the hole. If I could get that corner to grab, it'll grab, pull that bag back in. It's a very forgiving landing, very forgiving around the hole. These hybrids are ACO stamps. You're playing the ACO, you can throw these. Let's go and jump in, talk more about playability on this. And I think the name hybrid really fits this bag great because it's a hybrid in the play styles, right? It can do everything, a little bit of everything really well. And it fits a lot of different play styles. So if you get up there, run bags in the hole, you can do this bag. Like I said, this bag is still this slow side, hole friendly, fast side, definitely hole friendly. So you can get up there, run your bags, put your 4 bags in, get your 12 points, outscore your opponent, just outlast them round to round. Does exceptionally well. If you want to get up there and play a dirty style game, you've got the control with the slow side here. This hybrid material is wonderful with the control you can get with it. You can throw your blockers up there. You can get your level 1, level 2, level 3 blockers up there. You can do that because the bags aren't super floppy. Collectability on these bags, you're just clipping a corner, right? They don't accordion up or smash up. So you've come down, you got that bag kind of in the middle, maybe on your opponent's side. You can come down, just clip that corner to hook it really well and drag that bag up there. Enough speed on the fast side here. You have the ability to push up those level 3 blockers and ride them up the board if you need to, or if you got to push through multiple bags, so you can do that. There's enough flop here. I didn't have any issues with these bags bunching up or clogging the hole. Sometimes those fuller bags, when you're trying to collect 2 or 3 bags, they want to kind of clog up. They get hung up in the hole. I didn't have that problem. These fold up nicely. They melted in, so no problem with bunching or clogging up at the hole. Definitely very collectible. You do have the ability for shot shaping with this bag, especially this low side material. You can throw those cuts, rolls, flops. If you're average to advanced level, you can definitely do that on this bag. I was able to throw my cuts. It's not making those really harsh, aggressive cuts because you've got that forgiving, that disc fill in here, which is very forgiving and gives the bag a softer landing. So the bag doesn't have a lot of bounce or movement, which means you got to get a little more intentional with that tilt of the bag. You know, you're trying to lean the bag a little more to get that bag to cut, but able to cut. So if I had bags across the board needing to collect, I was able to throw that cut, come across, throw the cut, grab it, pull the bag back in. Or if I needed to get around a bag, I had the ability to throw the cut and get around there. Like I said, rolls and flops. If you have the skill set for rolls and flops and you know how to get that back load, that front load, these bags can do it really well. Probably not the best bag to learn on because they're super forgiving. They don't naturally want to get up. So you get up and bounce or get up and move. So you've got to have that technique down. I think that's why I say average to advanced. You can do that. If you're beginning, I think they're better bags for that. But they're still still a great bag for beginners. Don't hear what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're trying to learn to cut, roll, flop, not the best. But if you're a beginner player, this is a phenomenal bag for that because of the forgiveness. It doesn't punish you if you don't have the right technique in the throw. So definitely a wonderful bag overall for beginners and a great bag for advanced level players. I think this bag has that versatility from the very beginning players, if you're brand new to it, to if you've been playing for 20 years, right? You can throw this bag, have a ton of success with it. If you're a hole runner, to you played nothing but blockers and dirty bags and you just want to create all kinds of chaos, I think it fits those play sets really well, which means it's a great bag for blind draws, or play switches, switch holios, anywhere where you're going, where you're getting random partners or partnering up with someone that you're not familiar with. This bag is great to have with you because even if your partner plays a different style game, completely different style game, maybe you like to run bags in the hole, and they want to play a really dirty style game, you can both have success playing your game with these hybrids here. So it makes it a very versatile bag to fit that. And I think a lot of players are going to like the way this bag feels. They're going to like the way this bag plays. So if you haven't tried them out, I highly recommend giving these hybrids a run. That leads me to availability. Lucky's has a website, theluckybags.com. As always, I'll put a link down in the description for you. These bags were $75. $10 shipping, $85 shipped to you, which is that great price point for an ACO stand bag, kind of that mid price point there. Definitely worth it, especially if you've been thinking about trying out this hybrid material, or maybe this is a bag. Maybe you're a fast bag thrower and you were looking to try to find a little bit of a slower bag to play a dirty style game. These hybrids fit you really well. Or if you're that dirty style player, you're throwing nothing but really sticky carpets and you want a bag that's a touch faster to add to your arsenal, I think this hybrid fits into both those categories. It kind of fills that gap between both. So definitely worth checking out. If you throw these hybrids, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Always love hearing you guys' opinions. As always, I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.